Here's the big challenge of life. You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are. And of course, the other side of the coin reads, unless you change how you are, you'll always have what you got. Success is something you attract, not something you pursue. So instead of going after it, you work on yourself. Personal development. The major key to your better future is you. People have asked me for the last 24 years, how do you develop an above average income? And the answer is, become an above average person. Some people want to be successful, they don't even work on their handshake. As easy as that would be to start on. They let it slide, they don't understand. Develop an above average excitement. Develop an above average intensity to win. See, that'll change everything. If you want to be wealthy and happy the rest of your life, just learn this lesson well. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. For things to change for you, you've got to change. Otherwise, it isn't going to change. In rotation, the next season after fall is what? Pray tell, how often does winter follow fall? Every year regularly for the last 6,500 that we know of. See, it is not going to change. Sometimes you can figure it out, sometimes there's no way to figure it out. Sometimes it sails along, sometimes it gets in reverse. See, that's not going to change. The man says, well, if it isn't going to change, how will my life ever change? Answer, when you change. The only way it gets better for you is when you get better. Let me give you the 4 major lessons in life to learn. Some people don't do well because they major in minor things. At the end of every week, end of every month, you got to check, make sure you're not spending major time on minor things. Life and business is like the changing seasons. One of the best ways to describe life, it's like the seasons. You cannot change the seasons, but you can change yourself. And see, that's how life gets better for you, not by chance, but by change. The 4 major lessons in life to learn. Here they are. Number 1, learn how to handle the winters. And there's all kinds of winters, right? The winter when you can't figure it out. The winter when it won't work, when you've run out of money and you've got a broken heart. See, those are winter times. When your heart is smashed in 1,000 pieces. Your prayers seem to go no higher than your head. It's winter time. But see, the disappointments come. Those are normal. That's part of life. But the question is, how do you handle it? You can't get rid of January by tearing it off the calendar. But here's what you can do. You can get stronger, you can get wiser, and you can get better. See, before I understood, when it was winter, I used to wish it was summer. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge. Wish for more wisdom. Here's lesson 2. Learn how to take advantage of the spring. See, opportunity always comes. Days follow nights. Isn't that terrific? You must learn to take advantage of the spring. See, just because spring rolls around is no sign you're going to look good come fall. In fact, you have to get good at one of 2 things in life. Planting in the spring or begging in the fall. So you got to read every book you can get your hands on what to do with your springs while they're here. And take advantage, they soon run out. So whatever you're going to do with your life, you got to get at it. Don't just let the springs pass. Learn how to protect your crops all summer. Sure enough, as soon as you've planted your garden in the spring, the busy bugs and the noxious weeds are out to take it. All good will be attacked. Every garden will be invaded. Not to think so is naive. Every garden must be tended. summer. Third major lesson. Fourth major lesson in life to learn. Learn how to reap in the fall without complaint. Take full responsibility for what happens to you. It's the day you know you've passed from childhood to adulthood, the day you accept full responsibility. I used to have that long list of reasons why I wasn't doing well. You got to explain, right? Otherwise you're going to look bad. I used to blame the government. I used to blame taxes. Look what you got left after they take everything. Prices, that one's easy, right? You walk into the supermarket with $20, come out with a little half bag. I blamed the traffic. I used to blame my car. I blamed my negative relatives. They were always putting me down. That's a pretty good list for not doing well, isn't it? I'll never forget one day. Mr. Schoaf was very kind, but he was also very blunt. One day, with sort of a curious look on his face, he said, "Jim, just out of curiosity, tell me, how come you haven't done well up until now?" I thought, well, so I won't look too bad, I'll go through my list. And he was very patient. When I finished, he looked my list over very carefully. He said, "Mr. Rohn, big problem with your list. You ain't on it." And I got me a fresh piece of paper. And I put one word on it. Me. See, I used to blame everything outside. And then let me give you a little philosophy that helped turn my life around. It's not what happens that determines the quality or the quantity of your life. And the reason is because what happens happens to about everybody. No different. What happens is about the same. What people do, that's what's different. I've fallen out of the sky so many times. But it's not the happenings, it's what you do about it. I used to blame the weather, and I discovered it rains on the rich. So here's one of the key questions of the evening. Starting tomorrow, what are you going to do that'll make a change in your life's direction? Now see, if you don't do something starting tomorrow that'll make a difference, guess what? It's gonna be the same. Unless you, major key, tomorrow, change it all. Or change something. It's choice time. You can do whatever you want. But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change your whole life. And I challenge you to do that because you can change. See, you don't ever have to be the same again after tonight, only by choice.